What's going on, guys? We're back working on the 3rd gen 4Runner. If you did not see the last video or the first video on this series, go ahead and check it out. I picked this thing up for super cheap. It does need a lot of work. In the last video, I went completely over it and gave you guys the rundown of everything. But today, in this video, I really don't have too many parts to be throwing at it, but I'm going to be getting the OEM side steps off because they are ugly and this one is smashed. I got some brand new black mirrors. I'm going to be putting both of those on because one of the mirrors on the driver's side mirror is broken. And I talked about in the last video thinking that this thing has a bad head gasket. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a leak down test and see if it does, and if it does, which cylinder. I'm thinking cylinder 5 because it has a check engine light for a cylinder 5 misfire. So I'm going to go ahead and check and see if that is the cylinder that is bad. Hopefully the head is not cracked. I won't know that until I have it completely ripped down and the head's off. But I really don't want to be putting a new head on this thing. Hopefully I can just put a head gasket on it and be done. But anyway, let's get into it. Also, in the last video, I talked about the valve cover gaskets being really bad. And just look at this thing. Every time I start it, I let it run for 2 minutes. There's smoke coming out from it burning off. I mean, look how bad that is. And it's, let me see if I can get my phone down there, but all down the backside of the motor, on the transmission. Can't really see it, but it's really bad. I need to pressure wash this thing. It doesn't look like it's been cleaned under the hood since '98. So yeah. But yeah, here's the mirror I was talking about. This one is shot, so I got 2 brand new mirrors. We're gonna be putting those on. So it might sound dumb, but I always say that taking these things off is almost like a free lift kit because, one, they are robbing some ground clearance from you. I mean, taking these off, you're gonna get grain. I can't talk. Taking these off, you're gonna gain probably, I don't know, 2.5 inches of ground clearance, and they're not helping you with really anything. If you're gonna hit a rock, these things are just gonna bend. They're not really, I mean, yes, they are gonna do something, but as soon as you hit a rock and when you're trying to off-road, these things are gonna be trash. So take them off, get yourself a real set of rock sliders, and I mean, this thing isn't that high. I mean, you don't need help getting in and out of it. I forgot that the back side of the rocker has some holes in it, which kind of sucks. So I'll have to fix that, maybe. There we go. Better already. Here's a new one I found when I was under there. They used a U-bolt for the sway bar bracket. Nice. Also, here you can see how everything is just soaked all the way back. Exhaust is new though. Here's a quick glance at the frame. Some guys asked in the last video what it looked like, and I said it wasn't perfect, but it wasn't bad. It needs just to be cleaned up. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to scuff the whole thing down and coat it, and it should be good. I did get both of the running boards off. I just finished up on the driver's side, and it honestly looks so much better already with just those being removed. So I already started pulling off everything I need to get the mirror off. This one isn't bad, it's just sun faded. The other one is broken and missing half of the mirror. So I already have everything unplugged. I just need to take out one more 10mm bolt and I'll pull this mirror out. No idea. So here are the new mirrors. I picked these up on eBay. They're brand new, and both mirrors were 80 bucks for the pair, and you can't beat that. If you need to get some new mirrors like this, I mean, for 80 bucks, I don't know how long the finish will last, but it'll look good for now. It'll look definitely way better than that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those on. There it is, all installed. I'm gonna go ahead and put the passenger side in. If you guys are interested in maybe getting a set of these, I'll put the link in the description for the eBay ad that I bought them from. I'm gonna go ahead and get this side on, and then I might be calling it for the day. So passenger mirror is on, door panels are back on, everything's buttoned up, and they look great. For 80 bucks, you can't beat it. So like I said, link below in the description if you wanna grab a set for yourself. The sun is just about to go down, so I'm gonna finish doing what I wanted to do tomorrow, pending on the weather, so we can dive into doing a leak down test. Maybe I'll hit the engine bay with a pressure washer because that thing is nasty, and if I'm gonna be in there trying to get out the spark plugs and whatnot, I might as well just give it a quick clean. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. So it's a new day, the sun is out and it's actually kind of warm. I started digging into doing the leak down test. I got the air box and everything off, and you can get a better look at how bad the valve cover gaskets really are. So here it is with the air box and everything out. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull cylinder number 5, spark plug. I'm gonna get it to top dead center, and then we'll see what we get. There is one upside to the valve cover gaskets being so bad, and that is if I do need to pull the head, the exhaust manifold bolts should come out fairly easy. All right, so let's go ahead and pull this spark plug out. Those look pretty bad. Just wanna take this clutch fan off so it's out of my way, so I can get to the crank pulley a little bit easier. So currently on cylinder 5, I have 100 PSI going into the cylinder and only 25, not even 25 PSI is staying. So we definitely have some sort of issue going on cylinder 5. I don't know if it's leaking through a valve or through the head gasket or what, but something's not right. So I'm gonna go ahead and do cylinders 3 and 1 on this side as well, see how those look, and then I'll go over to the driver's side. So here is cylinder 3 plug. It looks pretty good compared to cylinder 5 plug. You can tell that was definitely not running right. Let's go ahead and test cylinder number 3. Sorry for the wind. It is really bad here. So cylinder 3 is actually worse. I got 100 PSI going in, I got 15 staying in, and I can, right here, it's pushing pressure out. So cylinder 3 is definitely no good either. So there's cylinder 1. We're putting 100 PSI in. We're getting about 92. So cylinder 1 is good. So it looks like, well, the wind is about to rip off my hood, but it looks like the head gasket is bad between cylinders 3 and 5. If the audio sounds like crap, I apologize. It's super windy. I have to deal with this all the time. I just have miles of field behind me, and it just comes straight up into my backyard, and it makes it difficult sometimes. But so cylinder 5, it was only holding about 10 to 15 psi. Cylinder 3 was a little bit worse, and then cylinder 1 we were good. So I'm definitely sure that we have a break in the head gasket between cylinder 3 and 5, or the head is cracked or something of that nature. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at the driver's side, and hopefully that side's better. All right, let's see what we get here on cylinder number 2. Crank it up. So 100 psi, about 82. It should be a little bit better than that. So we're leaking through somewhere, but it's not terrible. Would like to see it a little bit better though. This motor does have 250 some thousand miles on it, so I don't expect it to be perfect on all the cylinders, but it's definitely not perfect over here on cylinder number 2. Cylinder number 4 here. So we're a little over 100 psi, but either way, we're losing about 18 psi. Again, could be a little bit better, but not the end of the world. Last one, let's go ahead and check cylinder number 6. See what we get here. So there we go. That one's only dropping about 5 psi. So cylinder 6 is in good shape. So quick recap, cylinder 3 and 5 were really bad. They were only holding like 10%, 15% of the pressure that I was putting in. Cylinders 1, 2, and 4 weren't terrible. Cylinder 6 was almost perfect. It was only losing like 5 psi. But I don't know where the threshold of good and bad is on these 3.4 engines. Cylinders 2 and 4 were losing about 18 psi. I don't know if that's bad or if that's still considered okay for these engines. If you are a 3.4 expert, let me know down in the comments. But I'm still not really sure what I want to do with this engine, whether I just put a head gasket on the passenger side cylinder, or if I should do both at the same time, or just get rid of the motor and get another one that has lower miles if the price is right. I don't know. Let me know what you guys would do. Besides that, I picked up these seats the other day at the junkyard. They're like a black leather or a dark gray leather. Never saw them before. They're like a custom upholstered seat, and I picked up the front and rears for 85 bucks, so I couldn't pass them up. They're not perfect. They need a little bit of work on the front ones, especially the driver's seat, obviously, but I thought they were cool. I picked them up, and yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with them. I don't know if I'm going to put them in here or fix them up, clean them up, and sell them. Not sure. But that's going to be it for this one. Hope you guys liked it. And I'm not really quite sure what I'm going to be doing on the next video. I'm going to be thinking about this engine and what I need to be doing with that. But let me know, like I said, down in the comments what you would do with this thing. Get rid of it and put another motor in, or just put a head gasket on it. I don't know. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.